episode of 7 Days to Die Alpha 19. Today we're returning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and I am excited for today because if y'all recall from the last episode, we are preparing a fire sale of our very own goods. First thing, we're gonna drink a little bit of Grandpa's awesome sauce. Grandpa's got the awesomest sauce on this side of the Mississippi, mother trucker. And this sauce is gonna have a pretty spectacular power because we have our friend, the trader, right down the street. We have a zombie whose brains I'm about to bash in. And we got an absolutely, I don't have enough stamina to bash in his brains. Fan-freaking-tastic video coming your lads and lassies way today. So hopefully, oh my God, he just died. I didn't do that. I don't know what you're talking about. He just kind of died after I hit him. Yeah, I probably made him bleed out. This thing is a pretty spiked bet after all, but we got an absolutely fan-fantastic episode lined up for y'all, including looting up a location that I'm usually a bit of a fan of. Right by here, there's a little bit of like a mini settlement, kind of. I never really know what to describe this place as like a small fortress. But over here, Trader Joel's. We are heading over to where we got a bunch of stuff to sell, and in particular, one thing. You have a screaming animal somewhere, Joel. Like, I don't know what's going on, but you gotta get that checked out. Oof, I wish his bookcase over there did respawn so we could get some free stuff. Oh, let me steal your cash register. Lovely. You love to see it, but here's what we are going to do. We are going to drink this, which is then gonna give us plus 20% to our bartering, so we should be getting roughly 20% better prices, unless maybe he has a very particular equipment item. If he has a cigar for sale, I honestly might buy that first, but I do not believe he does. He might be like, Star, why do you want that? Because it also does give you a bit of a bonus to bartering too, but that does not appear to be the case.
Next time,
so here's what we're gonna do. Joel, thank you, but I'm not traveling anywhere. I'm traveling to a better deal. Let's use Grandpa's awesome sauce where for 3 minutes, we are going to be able to sell our stuff for more and buy stuff for less. And that's really good because I'm planning a very big purchase today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The Kalashnikov 47. So without further ado, let's get to selling all of these items I have prepared. Y'all can see the sell price over there at the top corner, and we are able to sell some of these for a pretty solid dollar. I am not going to lie, so just go ahead and continue doing all of those. We'll also be selling some of our unnecessary parts over here. I know these can be handy in crafting certain types of tools and weapons, but I'd rather focus on making that money and spending it on the Kalashnikov 47 durability level 3, by far and away the most powerful weapon in our repertoire. Our best weapon before this. Thank you very much, Joel. Actually, while I do still have this active, does he have anything else that I may or may not be interested in buying at all? Because I do still have like another minute or so of pretty dang good deals from this guy, so I'm just gonna be looking around, see if there's anything that I'm interested in, anything in the secret stash. The magazine extender, honestly, bigger magazine size, I don't currently have that. I'll buy it, dude. Like 300 bucks, that's a solid deal right there. And is it the bicycle chassis that I gotta buy from him? Even if it is, I think I already have one of those back at home, because we are also very close to finishing up our first vehicle of 7 Days to Die. It's not as flashy and glamorous as some of the more end game ones, but I do believe we actually have the bicycle chassis, and we just have to craft up the handlebars. Yes, I think we have the chassis at home, and we gotta actually craft the handlebars, of which we just gotta find a workbench that we might be able to utilize, and there should be one in one of these buildings nearby over here. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to getting some of those other vehicles built up. I think there's actually a mini bike for sale over there, but it's just so far out of our budget range that we already have a normal bicycle coming our way. I am excited for it, and I'm definitely excited to check out this location right over here. And the reason I call it a bit of a mini settlement is that's just the vibe I get from it. Also, this thing we gotta modify, toss that extended mag on it, which brings its magazine size to 44, which is gonna be very necessary, maybe not necessary, but very helpful for that first day 7 horde, because on the day 7 nighttime, it's currently over there at the top, as y'all can see where my mouse is, by where it says crafting. Day 6, a little bit in the afternoon. The nighttime of day 7, it's gonna get ugly. All right, things are gonna get a little bit crazy, and we gotta be prepared to fend off quite a large horde that is gonna be coming to try and maul us to death. Pretty fun if you ask me. And then we can just go ahead and sneak on into here, and we are going to be looking for some loot. We got a pretty empty inventory. We got nobody up here, and parkour! we got a penchant for the looting. But hopefully everyone's having an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic day. That only does keep on getting better from here on out. Whether that be from the video, bringing you a smile, bringing you a giggle, anything or everything like that. Does not matter to me how a little bit of joy can go ahead and make its way into your day today. I'm just crossing my fingers that indeedly do. That's exactly what they do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I do have this little location to get to looting. A few locked doors here and there. I know there are gonna be some zombies awaiting us, like this fella right over here. Hi, lily ho there, neighbor. Eat my bat. And of course, the fabled room. Me in this room go back. If y'all watched the last season of 7 Days to Die, oh, you already know exactly what I'm talking about. Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. Goodbye to your face. Let's go ahead and loot up some of these beverage coolers and get a few things from there. And also, shouts out to all of y'all in that comment section down below. Y'all did point out something that I did kind of forget in the last episode, and that is actually some loot over here. Yeah, so I actually did kind of forget about one chest we built over there back in that house just because yesterday we did like a little bit of a visit over there to the east to talk to the trader, I believe, and then also get some loot and whatnot. A few things like that. And while we were recuperating some of our loot from some chests we had out front, I kind of forgot that we did actually have a chest inside, so I gotta go back and get that because I do recall there being some solid loot in there, so I definitely do want to grab that. So we are gonna have to do a little bit of a detour that way, and I'm not gonna be able to break into that until I get my hands on some more lockpicks. Ooh, I should have maybe seen, I'll take some of those things. I should have maybe seen if our buddy, our friend, our pal, the trader may or may not have had some lockpicks for sale. That might have come in handy, but besides that, let's see if the toilet's got anything good. The toilet disappoints. Absolutely poopy. I tell you what. We got a little fire over here we could utilize. Nothing too insane though, but I am excited to get our first vehicle built up in the form of the bicycle, even if it is going to be a little bit more on the basic side by being a bicycle. I mean, it's still going to be better than literally having to like pedal with our legs. I mean, no, not walk with our legs. We're going to be pedaling. And we're gonna have a lot more durability due to that fact, but I'm not a fan of the walking. Overrated. Oh, hello. Oh no, oh no. Ah, I didn't jump over. Okay, this is not good. Ah! Can you please burn to death now, buddy? Okay, I need to bash your brains in professionally. Yeet! The sledgehammer has no mercy. I tell you what. Yeah, so took a bit of an L there. I did kind of have less stamina than I thought, so I wasn't able to jump out of there in as smooth of a way. I am disappointed in the lack of secrets down here. Toilet? No, not even a secret poop or anything. Literally just nothing. So this settlement is kind of a little bit on the disappointing side at the moment, but we do still have that entire other side to get to. And some strange noises coming from this side, by the way. What is... That sounds so funky. Is a chicken getting mauled? Or is there a zombie chicken attacking us? I'm not sure. Okay, nothing up there, unfortunately. I thought that maybe, because I do know that with this latest Alpha 19 update, they did revamp a lot of locations. So even locations that were previously designed one way may actually have some new tidbits here and there. So I thought maybe there was something up there. There is not, at least at the first eye's glance. We do need to break through this. Luckily, I got a sledgehammer that is pretty suited for the job, if you ask me. And we're gonna have someone right on the other side. How have I not woken you up? I am sledgehammering a steel door, my dude. Like, actually, how? All right, well, I'm not complaining because I am gonna go ahead and bash your brains in here in just one momento. Let's get that. Oh! How? How did you actually just survive that? Are you super? Oh, he's fast. He's mad. He's upset. But you know what he's about to be most of all? Dead! He big dead. Anything in here besides just the one zombie? Dang, bro. We did go... I mean, the one thing that there still might be, right, is going to be inside of there. But again, there are freaking landmines there, and... Well, I don't exactly have a lockpick to break into that thing. We could manually break into that, but... Y'all can see it's gonna have a lot of health, and... no, thank you. That... is gonna be quite the large time sink. I already spent a lot of time breaking into one thing, which was the chest from, I believe, last episode or 2 episodes ago? From the end of the hospital location. Okay, dude, come on, let me up, thank you. Okay, I imagine there will be someone here as well. Is my imagination good? I suppose we will find out. Ever. So shortly. Ooh. That's not the workbench, that's the chemistry station. I do hear a zombie up in here. Yeet! Alright, that zombie is now dead. It is a destroyed chemistry station, unfortunately. We can get a little bit of loot out of it, and also we can scrap it utilizing our workbench here, and we should get some things. But first things first, I'm concerned because, yeah, I heard zombies are coming up. They'll be coming up the stairs when they come, and I'll be bashing their brains in when they come. They'll be coming up the stairs, and I'll be bashing in their brains, and they'll be coming up the stairs while I bash in the brains. Man, I should really become a folk legend. You know, if I ever do retire, I think that might be my go-to career choice for retirement. You know, really trying to maximize on some folk song remixes. I think I truly have a future there. Wow, it just got really, really dark in this room, but that thing just got scrapped. It also is probably because of the fact that we did no longer have our freaking flaming weapons on. These things are kind of, dude, they have a little bit of a double whammy. Not only can I set people on fire, hiya, and beat them to death, but it's also pretty good at, what is this thing? Oh, that's just a bag. It's also pretty good at lighting places up, which is definitely not too shabby. Oh, nice, we're gonna have plenty more medical supplies over here. It does look like that, until we can get that gun safe open, the medical supplies are gonna be like, kind of the main thing that we've gotten out of this. We did just get a beaker though. I don't know if I have one of those back at home, but regardless, it is definitely a good thing to pick up. We still have the food mart over there to loot up for a little bit of food, and maybe something up here. No, not so much, not so much. So, oof. I mean, that one gun safe was really kind of the big thing we were going for. And, well, we didn't really have... I mean, there were other things here, too. I shouldn't say just the gun safe, but that's definitely usually one of the big draws of this location. And my luck peaks are in need of replenishing. I should... Isn't there another doorway to get into here? Or am I tweaking? I thought for sure... Yeah, I think they definitely changed that, because there used to be a back door into this room. See, that's what I'm saying. Some things have definitely changed a little bit. Unless I'm crazy. Let's be honest, it's a 50-50 shot, you know. You never know. Alright, and one more hit into this, so I can please open up the doorway. And marvelous. Hello, wakey wakey. Why don't we take this opportunity to actually do a little bit of a test drive with our brand spanking new weapon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let's reload the AK and, hello, my friends. Bop! No, I missed. Bop! Headshot! Bop! No, I missed. Bop! He dropped. Bop! Bop! Oh, we're not getting the one-shot headshots like I was hoping for. Bop! Okay, there's a headshot, though. Bop! Another one! As y'all can see, this is quite the improvement over some of the other weaponry we've been utilizing throughout the series. Definitely a big step up has occurred today. And we are gonna be we're gonna be feeling the benefits of it for a while. 150% now. All right, we do have still about 2 in-game hours until nighttime does strike. Maybe I use this nighttime to actually travel back to our base in the east and pick up some of that loot I was talking about. Ooh, Shamway box that I did leave over back at our base to the east. That might be a bit of a solid plan, although traveling through the nighttime, it's always a little bit sketchy, but so is looting places through the nighttime. And honestly, those are kind of like my 2 options at the moment. Looting or traveling. I suppose we could also try to work our way towards those handlebars. But again, I do need to get a workbench built up for that. And or come across a workbench, which I swear I've seen one before, but I just like, I can't pin down exactly what location had one. So I do remember I was marking locations, kind of like here, how I marked this trader for having a cement mixer at his base, which will come in handy for future base building endeavors. I don't think I exactly, well, I kind of long story short, in the 7 days that I got updated, and as a result of that, I kind of lost all my bookmarks, and I had to reset all my skills, which was really annoying, but what you gonna do, you know? So, I don't know. I could also just kind of spend the nighttime breaking into that safe. Honestly, we got a few options. But before we even kind of focus on those options, there's something else that I want to do. I want to try and see if Aldo's cabinet actually has what I'm looking for. That building over there, Aldo's cabinet, little furniture store, I believe has a workbench inside of it, if I'm not mistaken. Now, if I am correct on that, I don't believe that it's guaranteed to be functioning. Just like we saw that chemistry station a little bit earlier, it does have a chance of being broken down, which just means we can loot it and a few things like that and break it down. But if we're lucky, we'll actually be able to use a still functioning one, which is kind of what I am hoping for. So let's hope for the best. We got a little bit of zombie clearing to do, and who knows, we might find a few other... Oh my god, to the face, to the face. Goodbye to that. We might still find a few pretty cool other things, like, oh, a little medical pile right there. Any more zombies here? No, I'll take those medical supplies though, Chief. If you're offering, I'm taking. Oh, mama. And there's the back room. This is the room I was speaking of. There we have, let's go, baby! That's what I'm talking about. That right there, bop, goodbye to your face, and bop, goodbye to yours. Yours took a little bit of a harder reply to the goodbye, though, because that thing just disintegrated, brother. And I believe we are going to have zombies in this upstairs location as well. So I want to clear these out before we get to properly looting things up. And then we can kind of do our due diligence here in the all-those cabinet. Because we did already loot up kind of like the top roof, like the top floor, where the best loot tends to be. But, I mean, there's a few things along the way. And, you know, I'm not one to pass up on opportunities unless my inventory is full, in which case, things get complicated. But I still tend to probably not pass up on things. I hate that because I love loot. If y'all been watching me for any amount of time, like, all hail loot, dude. That is literally all that I can say. But this right here is exactly what we needed. And this is where we're going to be able to actually craft our bicycle handlebars. And, ooh, dude, some of these things are going to be pretty sick, too. Hopefully, these two traders we have nearby, and hopefully more traders we can find as we do start building up vehicles that kind of make it easier to travel further around the map and find new locations to loot up. Hopefully some locations like the Shotgun Messiah factory. Then on top of that, also more traders and stuff, because I mean 2 traders is nice, and also being able to travel between these traders faster will be very nice as well. But we're going to have to see with a few of those. Also, I might just sell these cottonseed recipes because, like, I usually don't grow in my farm any of the cotton. That is one thing that you can farm for. I usually tend to... I honestly should just do a farm in general, but... Yeah, I probably might just sell that. It's a solid 100, like 68 bucks, bro. We'll make a pretty little penny from that, but that right there is huge. And we have this little thing, which if I'm not mistaken, like, we should be able to scrap. And yeah, we're getting a little bit of iron ingots out of this, some mechanical parts, some pretty solid stuff here. And nighttime does continue to encroach upon us a little bit. Also, maybe... What exactly do we need to craft those handlebars, by the way? Like, what are we missing? A little bit of leather, some short iron pipes. Okay, so some things we can definitely find. Probably back at home. All right, noted. Well, anyways, now that we at least do know what is within this autos cabinet. Oh! Trader Joe's is closing. Oh, and I have noticed, by the way, that sounded really loud. I do know that my water, I am thirsty, as y'all can tell from the bottom left corner of the screen. It has kind of brought down our maximum stamina, which was a bit of a bummer. And okay, there's a lot of zombies outside, so actually, as much as I'd love to keep looting this place up, I don't really want to have a giant storm of zombies awaiting me at the dawn of night, because when nighttime strikes, they tend to get a little bit tougher. AKA, they run a lot. I don't like running zombies. I like zombies that are on the ground. And missing faces. And dropping loot! Oh! We just learned 2 more bicycle recipes, dude. Unfortunately, I already know how to craft a bicycle. Not the bicycle, but the bicycle handlebars. So, those will be 2 recipes we could sell and make a few bucks off of. Because seriously, schematics like that do have a pretty solid price point on them. Especially for the part of the game that we're in, where it's a kind of early-ish game. That's literally like 300 plus coins right there. That's like a little over 10, maybe around like 15% of a Kalashnikov that we purchased today. So it's pretty solid, if you ask me. But anyways, nighttime, as y'all can hear, is officially here. And I head back to settlement location, and I hit save for a long time, and I'll let you know when it's open. Yeah. And already y'all, it took up a little bit of the night time, but 5 health away. Oh, missed. From victory! victory! Say hello to the gun safe that hopefully isn't super disappointing. Okie dokie. Big brain moment. I completely forgot that I had cash that I had to sell. That's okay though, because next time we go on a selling spree, we'll be able to use it and sell it and get that 20% extra bonus. But it's just a little bit of a sad boy, but here is kind of like our go-to sell chest. I kind of just forgot about it because I guess I don't know, dude. I had enough money for the freaking gun, so I'm like, oh, we're good to go. Yeah, we were not good to go, but I can still sell it down the line, and maybe I'll even be able to level up some of my bartering perks via some of the skills that we should continue getting as we level up and get ourselves into miscellaneous adventures. So yeah, I didn't want to update y'all over there. We made our way back home. We dropped some stuff off, and on top of that, we do have the second modification for our Kalashnikov 47, the bipod mod, which increases our range damage by 3 on top, right? Check it out, check it out, check it out. Of actually, if we go ahead and, I don't know why I clicked complete over there. If we click on the bipod mod itself, it increases accuracy and handling when aiming weapons. And we have a lot of, maybe not a lot, but a pretty solid amount of ammo when it comes to the Kalashnikov. I got a stack of 7.62 right there, a stack right there, and about a little over a magazine in this stockpile over there, so not too shabby. Definitely something that I'm excited to continue utilizing. Let's go ahead and give that another reload, especially for that day 7 horde, because we're kind of putting a lot of our eggs into the I'm gonna fend off my base personally style of horde defense instead of investing more so into traps. But I do intend, before this horde does strike, to invest in a solid amount of wooden spike traps to at least have some basic defenses, and we'll probably just go ahead and pretty much freaking make this like a stuffed crust pizza of spike traps. Not exactly the stuffed crust you'd want to eat, but it's going to be a pretty interesting stuffed crust pizza. But I digress. And after some solid travels that I cannot wait until we have at least that bicycle built to really shorten, we are back at none other than Eastern Townland. I probably got to come up with a catchier name for it, but Eastern Townland, not to be confused with Easter Townland. And hello, that's a bit of a tougher zombie right there. Perfect target practice. I mean, we've yet to try out our brand new bipod mod on the Kalashnikov 47. So why don't we go ahead and see truly how incredible this recoil control might be. Oh, that's good. That's nice. Oh, there's like almost no recoil on that. Thank you for being my test subject, Mr. Tourist fella. He's got a kickin' Hawaiian shirt. I gotta respect the drip. He's been rocking that drip ever since the first playable version of 7 Days to Die, actually. Like, a lot of zombies have gotten revamped throughout the years, but that fella, for the most part, he's rocking that same little Hawaiian shirt drip. You gotta respect the drip, Karen. You gotta respect it. But we are back over here at the Garage-topia, and I did want to head this up because, again, I do recall forgetting some stuff inside of the chest that we actually put inside of our base. And if I recall correctly, it was either, I want to say it was in this room? No, this is what, oh no, this is the room where I stayed and peed my pants a little bit as I was getting swarmed by zombies. Almost forgot about that. It did have some pretty solid loot, but I digress. Where is it? Ah! Beautiful. Hello, Mr. Chest, and hello. Ooh, you love to see the anvil, some of these throwable weapons, and the 12 repair kits. I knew I remembered something good being in here. A little bit of ammo here and there ain't too shabby either, but those repair kits are gonna be nice, because whenever things start to break down, such as the durability of some of our weapons there in the hotbar, these things are gonna be our go-to for doing a nice little fixer-upper on them. And you definitely want to fix them up, especially, I don't want to have no broken weapons when a horde's striking or nothing like that, you know? So hopefully Trader Joel can actually open up shop. I'd be pretty stoked about that, so I could at least give his inventory a bit of a look, because if I'm not mistaken, I think on day 7, the traders do actually get new inventory. Unfortunately, I didn't really bring a lot of money with us, but I do have, goodbye to your face, a few things that I ought to be able to sell over here, and maybe even, I know I had some leftovers here in the chest. This scrap leg armor might actually be worth a few bucks, and I'll make sure to go in and continue picking up on some of these things. Oh, that's $100 worth of grain alcohol right there, dude. We can definitely sell that for a solid little penny there. I'll go in and continue picking up a few other things that will just overall be coming in handy. But speaking of which, we, I believe, are going to need to craft up 2 of those if we do want to get this bicycle built. We pretty much should be able to get the handlebars. We have most of the main ingredients for that. I mean, yeah, but we already have the chassis, and we should be able to craft the handlebars. We have most of the main ingredients, except maybe... No, I think we have, like, leather and stuff, too. I think we're pretty set, all things considered, for the handlebars. I think the main thing that's going to be keeping us back from the bicycle is going to be wheels. And again, we'll be turning our focus towards that after we get past this day 7 horde, because I just want to make sure to kind of, like, make sure we fend off ourselves first. And then we'll hopefully craft up our very first vehicle right after that horde and actually get to travel. And we do have some quests kind of a further way out from town. We'll be able to follow some of these major roads and see what other town locations that they may or may not lead to. And yeah, I'm just very excited to get that freaking bicycle built. I actually didn't have the bicycle in our last season of 7 Days to Die because we were lucky and we managed to skip straight to the mini bike. There was a mini bike for sale over at the last trader, but I did not have the funds to purchase it as much as I would have loved that. And speaking of things, we got some solid things over here, including a lot of clay soil. I'll go ahead and grab some of Grandpa's learning elixirs. Some of these parts that usually do sell for a solid few bucks. Nails, we gotta be able to sell for a few bucks over there. The claw hammer, which I do like to see the claw. And I'll just continue picking up some things, and I'll probably go and sell a bunch of these blunderbusses. They're kind of worth a little something something. I'll go ahead and sell some of those. And really quickly, can I take off this skull cap mod? That thing's worth like 36 bucks. But do I want to? Oh, that football helmet's in rough shape. Hopefully that thing doesn't break anytime soon. And I'll just kind of put that back. I'll leave my options a little bit open, leave a little bit of inventory room. I might just sell the skull cap mod, or maybe I'll keep it. I'm not entirely sure. I will grab the blunderbuss ammo, especially because we do have our level 5 blunderbuss here, which could make for a little bit of fun times. Unless I'm tripping, I swear I remember like a level 6. No, I don't think I found a level 6 blunderbuss. It's the level 6 wooden club I'm thinking of, which is absolutely decked out and a freaking murder machine for a glorified stick. You know, but hey, you know what they say about sticks? What's brown and sticky? Laugh at me, like the video. Like the video if you laughed. Like the video if you didn't laugh. That, yes, like the video, thank you. This has been a message brought to you by the Starsnipe's Videos Foundation. If you like the video, Trader Joel will also open his shop, so please help a brother out. Just go and hit that little button. Trader Joel's waiting for you. That's right, you! He's who he's waiting for. Ah! See? What did I say? Call me a prophet. I saw the future. I knew that Trader Joel was waiting for that like button to get hit. So I appreciate y'all, you know, really taking one for the team there and hitting it. I know it was probably quite the battle, quite the uphill struggle. But now we got some jamming tunes, baby. And more importantly, over the jamming tunes, we got a little fella by the name of Bob. Oh, did you just whistle at me, you dog? Let's see what you got in that inventory, though, because yes, he did get a restock today. Oh my God, I wish I could afford that. The gyrocopter accessories. $28,000, dude. Yeah, oh, chili dog, though. I can definitely afford that. Robotic sledge, that's pretty freaking cool, dude. That's kind of like a melee turret. That'd be kind of fun. But all right. Nothing in his main inventory, and nothing, oh! Whoa. A tactical assault rifle and mini bike handlebars. Hold up. I actually have a lot of things I want to buy from this fella. I want to buy that mini bike handlebars. I want to buy the tactical assault rifle. And then on top of that, those gyrocopter accessories. Where was it? The motorcycle. Oh, that's the motorcycle, not the mini bike. Never mind. Motorcycle's a step up from the mini bike. But regardless, he does have some really good stuff, and I'm intrigued by the tactical assault rifle, a brand new weapon added into Alpha 19 of 7 Days to Die. So I definitely got something I'm gonna be gunning for.
Maybe next time. And happy travels, survivor.
Why don't we go? You know what I'm gonna do, right? Each of these things are worth a pretty few, a nice few bucks, right? So this is 39 bucks for a repair kit, and this thing's worth 57 bucks. Check it out. I'm gonna repair it, and it's gonna jump up by more than 39 bucks. Nice little trick if you ever want to increase some of your returns on investments. And ooh, as much as I love the blunderbuss. Oh, I don't have the short pipe that I need to repair it. Huh. Well, I have a short pipe left over here that I just neglected to grab, right? Definitely. Yeah, actually I did. Let's go. I was not as confident as I may have been made out to seem. But the question does become, do I actually want to sell this blunderbuss, or do we want to keep it around and have some fun? It's about 340 bucks worth of a blunderbuss. I mean, we're not gonna be able to afford anything from this fella right now, as much as I would love to be able to afford something. Yeah, I will just wait to sell some of these things, but it's good to know that until day 10, as long as we make our way back over here, potentially on our bicycle, he's got something new awaiting us. So Trader Bob, you know how to convince a man to make his way back, because I want to see that brand new gun in action. But at least today we have got to see a little bit of a brand new weapon. Well, brand new in this series in action. Look at that, the beauty. Reload. Absolutely magnificent. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and continue. I don't need to grab bones or shirts or nothing like that. It's not really a useful thing right there. Let me just double check over here, make sure that we grab everything so we don't leave anything behind. Also, I will scrap some of those iron arrows so we can just kind of... Were those iron arrows? Or crossbow bolts. Regardless, I'm just gonna scrap up some of those so we can save up on a little bit of inventory room over there. And I will also scrap that flashlight. Actually, should I scrap the flashlight? Yeah, I'll just get some electrical parts out of it, because I was trying to think if, like, the flashlight's worth anything solid. I don't think it really matters too much. Although, I guess what I could do here, that thing just dropped on the ground. I'll drop a little bit of that. Let's pick that flashlight up. I mean, it's worth like 42 bucks. And technically it's a weapon, so I could beat someone to I could beat a zombie to death with a flashlight. That's a check off the bucket list, right? But I suppose that it's time for us to begin our travels back towards our westernly home. Because as much as I do love this eastern area, those are kind of the main reasons I want to make sure to pop in. A, I knew that this fellow was going to restock on day 7, and B, I did want to grab some of those things over from there. And I'm pretty happy with some of the stuff that we got, and ideally, again, I do want to spend some day 7 time here actually kind of fortifying our base. And I mean, I really want to do some more looting, because I want to make some funds. I want to make some money, because I want to be able to afford some of those things that were on sale. Because, I mean, the mini bike, if we could actually just end up purchasing these things, we'll never have to craft them, which will save us on potential skill points we gotta invest. But at that point, the question becomes, what location do we want to loot? Because there aren't any incredible, like, top-tier locations, at least in my eyes. I consider top-tier locations to be like, you know, Shotgun and Messiah factories, like ginormous stores. Actually, there's a pretty big medical store. I think the pharmacy right by our base. I imagine we'll be able to get some solid medical supplies from that, and medical supplies do sell for a solid penny. So I'm pretty excited for that. Pretty excited for a little bit of target practice, because it's not gonna be a semi-automatic in about later in day 7. We're gonna be going a lot more full auto with our base defenses of, well, ourselves fending off our base. But some of the spike traps should be good. Hopefully a lot of the zombies end up dropping a lot of loot too. That'll definitely be a big plus if we could get the zombies themselves to drop things. And also, do I scrap this? My inventory is a little bit full right now, but I'm not exactly, I don't like passing the stuff up. Yeah, it's like dropping gas and stuff. I suppose I can drop, honestly, cornmeal. I don't think cornmeal is exactly the most important thing in the universe. I just like walking around when I do this, so just in case I do drop something, because my inventory is too full, because that's totally something I would do, is make sure my inventory is too full. Like mechanical parts. I can also pick those up. I will just get rid of these empty water jars. Don't really need those, but I think we ought to be able to kind of piece together enough loot and make a solid amount of sales. I mean, we also, I also got to keep in mind though, that means our trader back at home also did restock his inventory. And so I suppose we're also going to be able to give that a look. And so, yeah, I think I know. We definitely got to do that as we sell him a bunch of stuff. And again, fend off this horde. That's kind of the big takeaway. I'm getting a little bit sidetracked talking about all the looting that I want to do. But, definitely we got some priorities, slightly different ones, because I haven't made much in the way of base defenses, but I have made quite a bit in the way of loot. And also, as we do loot, we should level up. And also this horde should level us up. And then honestly, especially with a lot of these things that I do kind of want to buy, we should be able to, I believe it is in the intelligence tree, we should be able to continue leveling up our better barter. Although we might need to level up our intellectual, our big brainitude first. So it might take more levels than I might kind of want to. It's a little ebb and flow we're gonna have to roll with. But ultimately, that's something we're gonna, oh, let's go. I'll take an engine. I'm probably gonna leave the $6 behind. It's just $6, but I will take that. That's a good pickup. Worst case, $200. Best case, I plop that thing right in the freaking future things we're gonna be building up. Vehicles, that's the word. That's the word I'm thinking of. Yellow sedan, do you have anything good for you? Or good in store for me? Inside of you? Yes, no? Stone shovels. Wow, quite the incredible yellow sedan, I tell you what. But with that said, with that done, I do think that's actually a pretty good point for us to go ahead and start ending off this episode of 7 Days to Die Alpha 19. When we return, we got a trader that we got to check in and see what he's restocked with. We got a horde we got to prepare for, and then we got some adventuring we got to do to get some levels, get some skills, and ideally get some loot we can sell to get our hands on even better weaponry. And also probably start building up our own base from scratch, because for day 14, I would like to ideally have a base of our own that we're fending off and not just one that we kind of commandeered. Also, I wonder if the fire station might have anything good inside of it. There's definitely some low-key buildings we do pass by that should be solid, and some strip malls that I think will be good. But I digress. With that said, with that done, that's gonna go to start wrapping it up for me for now. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.